1, 2, 3, yeah! Baby! Sassy! Studley! Oh! Check the pants! Man, I'm pretty! Do the monkey with me! Come on!
No, no, no! How many times do I have to tell you? Truck, not monkey!
Yeah, whatever.
Alright, so animated Warpath. This is a good example of one of those figures I didn't really set out to build. I mean, it's not like I was aiming for Perceptor and missed, it's just, you know, he's kind of a minor character, he doesn't really get to do much, there weren't any good base molds. So I wasn't going to do him until I picked up an extra one of these guys to make a pair of legs for this guy. And then I had this severed red torso left over, and I was kind of looking at it and thinking, what does that remind me of? So yeah, buried in here is the torso of a Voyager Optimus. You can see the tummy there. I used it because it was sort of the right shape, good skeletal structure, and the joints all did what I need. The shoulders moved the right way, and the head transformed the right way, even though I've replaced the head. I did try building one out of the Voyager Optimus head, but it was too big. Warpath needs a little pea head, so he looks like a big tough guy. And the shoulders are still the same, except for a little bit of window dressing, and the forearms are entirely scratch-built from styrene, and then topped off with Wreck-Gar's fists. The only other part he has from another figure is Blitzwing's thighs. Even the crotch is new. I actually had to build a whole new crotch box since Blitzwing's crotch was destroyed when I cut up his torso to become Scrapper. And actually, now that I've said that, I kind of wonder how many figures parts from that particular Blitzwing have wound up in. I bet it's at least 3. So everything from the knee down is entirely scratch built, and I'll show you what it does when I get around to transformation. Can I interest you in a tank mode? So here is Warpath in his alt mode, which it might shock you to learn is a tank of some variety. I mean, it was kind of a gimme. He does kind of wear it on his chest. So I tried to avoid H-tank syndrome. I actually went to quite a lot of effort to sort of link the front and back halves together. It's sort of only occurring to me now that he's done that I probably could have actually done the same thing with the treads and made this one continuous piece and completely avoided H-tank syndrome, but that will just have to wait for the next time I do this, aka never. This is also kind of a good representation of how kind of out of control the build got, because the only part you can see right now that's actually from another figure is this hatch up here from Voyager Optimus. So quite a lot of styrene. I can't even point at things and say this is that and that's this, because it's pretty much all styrene. That is styrene. That is styrene. Oh, that's a pen. That's part of a pen. Another part of a pen. Anyway, how about we go over to robot mode? Alright, so you may not realize this, but when I shoot these transformation videos, it's usually kind of while I'm taking photographs after I've just put them together. So this is like the second time I've transformed this guy. I don't really know yet what's going to break. So let's find out together. Step 1 in our voyage of discovery is going to be doing the legs. So we'll move the knee pads out of the way, like that, and push in the cannon, which works just on good old-fashioned friction, nothing fancy there. So the legs, we'll separate them, like so, and then they fold up and around, and up, and around. So now that they're there, we come over to the side treads. This little tab folds in, this thing compresses, folds around like that, pivots inside the leg. There's a couple of little catches that lock it in place, and then that folds up, and we bring the knee pad back. So a little widget, compress, pivot, Fold it in. Make sure that all the things are lining up. Close the thing. Bring the knee pad around. And that whole structure, that whole turning the front of a tank into these particular leg structures, that was kind of the whole impetus for doing this, was coming up with that idea, because I just had to see if it worked. And I think it does. Now, the most important part of any transformation is, of course, the belt buckle. So you bring the belt buckle out around on this hinge, like so. Fold down the little pouches. Now we come around to the back. So these little panels here fold down like that to hide against the arm. They were just sort of a last minute addition when I realized that without them the tank mode was going to have giant gaps. Sorry about that, not sure what happened there. So we've got the panels folded up with treads on the arms. The arms split apart back here, and then untab from the body, just like Optimus Prime's shoulders, because they are Optimus Prime's shoulders. Then the hand folds out, elbow collapses like that, and that panel folds around to lock the elbow in place. Same deal over here. Foldy, slidey, locky, turny, arms all done. I can't really see the camera too clearly. I hope you guys can see any of this happening. And then the head just deploys exactly like Optimus Prime's head. And there you go. Lots of futzing to be done, as always. And that's Warpath in robot mode. And as an added bonus, here's Warpath in robot mode with his cannon properly retracted. How about that?
1, 2, 3, yeah! Baby! Sassy! Studley! Oh! Check the packs!